Welcome to Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India's Knowledge Center. Today's topic of discussion is growing and sustaining family businesses.
Hello everyone, I am going to talk about building lasting family business. How to make a business which is long lasting and going to sustain for several years, several generations. We need to understand how family businesses are operating, how they are governing, how the succession is planned in the family business, and how the roles are being defined. It is very important to understand the dynamics in the family, which is the very much important when you have a family firm. Why? Because the family business has two important sections. One is known as family, the other one is business. And you need to manage both the components so well. Like managing a family is entirely different than managing a business. But those who are participating in courses at EDII in family business specialization, they are being taught how to understand various intricacies of family as well as how to expand the business. A lot of different sciences are required to understand when you have a family, which is a large family, at the same time when you have a business that you want to grow for several years, several generations. Now, the role is very important. When you decide the roles of the members, it is really crucial when you are thinking about sustaining for a longer period of time. Because every time the individual who is working, he likes a role, and it is the responsibility of the family to identify a right role for a right person. If they are unable to provide, it creates a lot of problems, lot of conflicts in the family firm. And that is why understanding how to identify a person for a role fit is important. At the same time, lot of people come from outside in the family, especially the women. And the responsibility of the leader is also to identify a proper role in the decision making when you are talking about growing and sustaining family firm. When you are interacting with external parties, when you are interacting with outside vendors, you need to understand the values that the firm should have. And at EDII, we teach students how to devise a mechanism to identify right values for the firm. The values are important when you are growing, because when you are a common and general firm having no value, people won't take you that seriously. So understanding values of a family firm is again a critical component. The next important component is about the governance. How to govern a family firm, how to manage a family firm. Whether the governance will be internally managed or you are going to identify a person, a right professional who is going to manage the firm is again a very critical decision. When we are talking about the governance, many firms are here in the country, they have outsourced the governance. Means they do not participate in the administration part. They simply identify a very competent manager from outside and they put in the firm, and the manager has to look after the operations of the firm. Governance in family firm is important, because if you have a right governance in the firm, you try always to manage the conflict. And in many cases, family firms break because of the conflict. And the reason behind this conflict is the governance. So it is important to manage the governance properly. And at EDII, we try to discuss many important inputs, many important courses related to governance and how to have right governance in the family firm. The next important aspect for any family firm is how to diversify the operations of the business. Because you cannot have the same kind of products, same kind of services throughout for several years. You need to understand the need of the market. And based on the need of the market, you have to change the propositions. And it is always important to have the fresh mind, the fresh look when you are revising the propositions, when you are updating the propositions. And we try to teach our students how to understand various pains of the customers and how to provide certain reliefs to those pains. We try to teach with several frameworks in the courses, like how to develop a proposition that gives some gains to the customers and customer feels satisfied with the propositions that you offer. So family firms have to need to think about the all 360-degree and understand every requirement, whether it's a customer, whether it's own family members, your own employees, your vendors, and through various courses we try to cover all those things. The next important aspect of family firm is the dynamics, understanding dynamics, because when you have a big team, you need to understand how they're working together, how best they can work together basically. And you need to create a culture where all the achievers can work, because if you have a firm where achievers are working, certainly you are going to get a great success. But if you are not in a position to manage the dynamics, it is really very, very difficult to achieve the targets, at the same time to decide something which is very big and achievable. So managing dynamics is again a crucial aspect, and we teach students through various cases, through various Indian cases on family businesses, and through which students can easily understand how to have a right kind of management through which the dynamics in the family firm can be managed well. So in the context of family firm strategy, we teach students to understand first about the history of his or her family firm, family business. It is crucial because when you are developing the strategy, you need to understand the DNA of the family firm. It helps in devising the newer ways, newer avenues when you are drafting the strategy. Of course, you are drafting the strategy for sustenance, for growth, for sustainability for several number of generations and years. And hence it is important to understand what your earlier generation, what the founders have charted for this journey in the enterprise. How to do that? So in the course, we ask the students to identify, to understand the history of the family firm. And how they do that? They need to interview their own family members, like their grandfather, like their father, like many other partners who are there in the family firm, so that they can understand how the earlier generation has made efforts in developing this current family business. Now, while doing this, while drafting the history, they learned several challenges that their founders have faced. They learned several models that their founders have developed, identified for this business. And while doing this, students also own the idea, the vision, the mission of the family firm. So it is the history that gives a lot of edge when you're planning the strategy. So second part of the strategy is understanding the current team's vision, because the founders had different vision and they started the firm, but now the team may have a different vision for coming several years, coming 10 years or decade. That vision has to be documented in consultation with the current leadership. And for that, again, we ask students to go and interview the current leadership, also meet some vendors who are seeing your business as an outsider and seeing the changes, seeing the growth, seeing the perspectives for this current business. So then the second step is to identify the vision of the firm. After documenting the vision, the firm has to sit together, means I'm talking about the family and the business, leadership as well as the family. Everybody has to sit together to identify the future action points, the future strategies through which they are going to achieve the vision that they have set. Also, we teach students to document the constitution of the family firm. And constitution is the small part of the strategy. Constitution, when I'm saying constitution, it is like our Constitution of India. It is like that. Means there are certain rules, there are certain regulations which company has to follow, which family members are going to follow in coming years. And while following those rules and set of regulations, they are making the family firm sustainable and for several number of years. So we generally organize a workshop, and in that workshop we ask students to come prepared with the history, with the vision, and they sit and then they draft the constitution of the family firm. And that constitution should be owned by each and every member in the family, so that it is a constitution of the family. It is not constitution of single person. It is constitution of the family. And while following, they may they may solve many problems of conflict, many problems of family business dynamics, which are creating problems. Many succession issues as well, because succession is again a critical issue. If you are not solving it properly, the family business may break again in coming future. So succession also, in the document, they properly mention that who will be the successor and how to decide the succession. In many cases, we have seen that the firms are following birth order. Like those who are elder in the family, they get the important positions in the family firm, and sometimes this action leads to the break in the family firm. So in the course, we teach students how to decide the successor. In many good firms, we have seen that the meritocracy is being followed. Means those who have the merit to lead the firm, they are being appreciated. So in nutshell, if I say at EDII, we try to cover the whole landscape of family business management, from succession to strategy to family business constitution to dynamics to role and to governance.